I'm gonna participate in 1v1 hip-hop category above 17. Great, this journey that I can do for you and with you.
What's up, Dance Kings and Dance Queen? On this episode, we're gonna deep dive in my first hip-hop training of the week at Jamwise and what I'm doing there. So let's go. Every Monday, I am going to Beatwise. Beatwise is a hip-hop collective in Nijmegen, and they have also a dance department called Jamwise. Jamwise is run by and hosted by Hamiro. Hamiro is a wonderful guy. He has been dancing for the past 5-6 years, hip-hop dancing, and now, in my opinion, he is like top 20 of best hip-hop dancers in the Netherlands. Since last year in February 2024, I get some personal training of him with like the basic fundamentals of hip-hop dancing. I did it for 2 months, and then for the whole year of 2024, I was doing my own thing because like I want to try those fundamentals I learned from him to experiment myself onto it. Fast forward, March of 2024, of 25 this year, I decided to participate and gonna compete on 28th of June for the surprise battle in Bratislava, Slovakia on Saturday 28th of June. From last beginning of March, I went almost every Monday to the training to learn the fundamentals. What is a typical training for me on the Monday? I always practicing with Hamiro for 1.5 hours the basics, so we do for like 5 to 10 minutes, we do the bounce, the groove and the rocking, and from there we do different things like body separations, concepts, storytelling, and many of those type of things within the hip-hop practice. From there we get the concepts that we first need to do what he's saying, and then from there we can experiment with it, and at the end we have like a cipher, use the assignments we had, the tasks that we had during the training, that we are using that in our cipher. And after the cipher we have like a 1.5 to 2 hours jam session. Then other dancers that didn't participate in lessons but then just come for the freestyle jam class, and there we are making like 2 ciphers or one big ass cipher. And there I'm just checking out what the dancers are doing. In the beginning I was really, how do you say that? I was a little bit afraid because like we have a lot of good hip-hop dancers here in Nijmegen, but I thought like, I don't want to go into it. And then I said like, skip it, just let's go into it. And what is really interesting is for me personally, in the beginning, I am not ready. I think like, when is a good moment? But they say there's never a right moment. You can prepare for it, but you just need to go. That's the only way how you can grow and how you can become better and going out of your comfort zone. Keep that in mind. Then one Monday I do just 1 round. The Monday after I do 2-3 rounds. And then a certain way I become really comfortable with myself, that I have this beginner upwards hill. Like, you know, like with also if you do fitness training, the first 5 to 6 weeks you see like massive growth and you're going a little bit down, go a little bit up and go a little bit down. That is what I felt. And in the next clip I had like my most magical session ever, because in this session everything was right. The music was right, the flow was right, the atmosphere of the people was right, everything was right in that moment. And in this clip I really show off my character and my, what I called psychotic character. That is how I get my dance style. In this particular dance, I do a lot of concepts. I love really to jump in the air, twisting around both sides, going to like mid-level that you are standing in a squat, and then going really low. Like I really love to change levels because I'm a free runner, so we're doing a lot of things on the feet, a lot of things into the air, so that's why I'm really comfortable with jumping in the air. The other thing what I'm really comfortable with is twisting, because with free running you do a lot of twist motions and you go all the sides, and that is what I'm implementing within my freestyle. And also what I really like is to go to the ground, because I am a breaker, and if you are a breaker it's much easier to go to the ground. You're much comfortable with that. So that was really amazing sessions, but from there on it went a little bit down. Because it went a little bit down, I want to have this magical session. I think you as a dancer, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That you had this one amazing battle or this one amazing jam session, and like this perfect, I want to do this. But what is the advantage of this is like, you have this mindset like, if this is that one time, I can always do that one time. You get confidence and you become comfortable with it. But the disadvantage is, you get comfortable with it and you only want to do that thing. If you're only keeping that thing in mind, it's not gonna work out for me personally. Let me know in the comments, what about you? What I also discovered is I'm trying to really let that loose. Because the weeks after it went a little bit down because I didn't have that magical session. But it was like, was just that one moment. So I tried to release myself from it and try to talk with other dancers and to check out what other dancers are doing. And from there I received something hella amazing feedback, but also like I studied myself. And after this studying myself with video analyzing, with writing down what I'm doing good, what can I do differently, and really thinking and meditating about it, I came to the conclusion like, Stanley, take your time with your process and just release everything which you have. As in like that one moment, that one great moment, release it and go continuously. So in the next clip, you will see another session. This is like almost 5-6 weeks later. So this is like beginning of May, end of April, where I display much more basic fundamentals of hip-hop dance. Again, thank you very much, Hamiro, for that, for the wonderful basic foundations. Give this brother and give some Jamwise some love, you know what I mean? But let's go back. I found out that I can do it. I did whole other things. My pedal steps were on point. I do much more different, like I do Afro steps. I really went to the other side. Not only my psychotic side, say like that, within my dance style, but also the person that is in control and can let loose of everything, but have all the calm, you know, being calm in that moment and very relaxed and confident. So that's really amazing. And that is what I'm always trying. Every time after a session, I have my little fancy notebook. And in this notebook, I write down 2 things. I always film 1 or 2 rounds of my sessions. And in those sessions, later when I'm coming back to my home, I clip it, that one moment, and I check out how my dance is. And after when I'm looking like it's even better at that moment or what I have in my mind on that moment. I write 2 things where I'm doing good. Why? Because you want to start with what you're doing good. Not what you can improve, what you're doing good. Because by those little things, like imagine like I'm not good in a bounce, say like that, I'm always off beat, and this time I am on beat. Even though in that training I go a little bit off beat, but 9 out of 10 times is on beat during the training. It's just an example. And then I can write down, today 90% of the time I had things on, my bounce was on the beat. So that's good confidence. And then I write 2 things down what I can do differently. And not what I can improve, but what can I do differently. So hear me out, with things doing differently, that means I made a certain choice to approach dance in a certain way. But what if I would make an other option, an other choice? What would be the effect of that? So that is a whole different mindset in comparison, like what can I improve? Like also try it out. What can I do differently? You know what I'm saying? And then I'm really happy with that. And then I just put it down and just looking myself in the mirror or lying down on the ground or lying in my bedroom on the bed and just checking out like, yo man, I really amazing session, and that I'm coming closer and closer with my goal of preparing for the battle, with the surprise battle in Bratislava and Slovakia.